Bye bye. Hey folks, and welcome to Central Pattaya. We are coming into town today to do a couple things. We did a test ride Pattaya. That was the last episode, aired yesterday. That's one of the things we did on this trip, and did a bunch of other things. We got other episodes coming up. We'll do some updates on this video. We're on our way right up here on my left to the P Plus Hotel, right here on the left. Pretty big hotel. I've seen this. It's in a really good location right here in the middle of the action. But it's always been kind of, I don't know, I always thought it was kind of pricey. But now, at about 500 baht, I think it's a pretty good deal. And they got a pool, and we'll take a look at this, and we'll get checked in. And they got a nice parking garage down here. I was kind of impressed. But before we do that, let's go do a bike update. Yesterday, I went to the bike shop before our trip to Pattaya here, and here's the bike. Now, on the last bike update we did, we had gotten the intake runners, but when I went to check up on that, he said, well, we've got to take the engine apart again. Something still isn't right. It's not just the intake runners. That's a problem with vacuum leaks and everything else, but there's some kind of internal problem. So they stripped the engine down again, and about, I don't know, 2 days ago, I got a video online from the guy, and he's talking about piston sleeves. So that's what the culprit is. That's what we were just looking at there. So you can see he's got the block off, and then the head was laying over there as well. And the long story short, the block's got to go back out to a machine shop and get re-sleeved. So the piston sleeves were all loose. They were practically falling out. So I don't know if the sleeves, that block comes sleeved from the factory, or if that was something that was put in. If anybody knows, let me know. But it's got to go back out to a machine shop and get the sleeves refitted. However they're going to do that, I don't know. But apparently that was one of the big culprits. So there's no sense even doing anything else till that's fixed. You got to have the block right. And then we'll put everything back together and see what it is. But I'm pretty sure, I knew it was something internal. And those sleeves, if those sleeves are moving, you could almost move them with your hand. A slight tap with a hammer would move those sleeves. And they're really supposed to be almost impossible to get out. Their sleeves, it's very tough getting sleeves out a lot of times. So we'll see. I don't know a lot about it. These are the flanged sleeves. I don't know if it came like that or what. It kind of looks factory. But usually sleeves are something you put in if you need to bore a cylinder out, if you need to get a new piston or something. A lot of times they'll sleeve a cylinder. These are all 4-sleeve, the same kind of sleeve, so it looks like maybe that was from the factory, but that's what's going on. Still working. Hopefully it goes out to the machine shop today. And then I don't know how long they're going to have it, and then we'll get it put back together. So, all right, there's the bike update. So it's a hot day, and we're just at the bike shop. He's got the block taken off. He's going to send it to the machine shop today. So we'll he says he'll have it back in about a week. So we will have some ice cream. This little cafe is right next door. I never noticed it before, but they had some really good ice cream, so we'll try some ice cream. อันนี้อะไรสีขาว
อันนี้สีขาวเป็นชีสเค้กค่ะแต่
โอ้ยเอานี่เนี่ย
เอาเป็น
The other day I got a message from a subscriber by the name of Jason. He said his mom's a big fan. She's in her 70s, I believe. So he asked if I'd say hi to her. So absolutely. This is for you, Maureen. Thanks for watching. And we're going to enjoy this ice cream in your honor. So yeah, it might not have been great news about the bike, but we sure had some great ice cream. But look, speaking of bikes, motorcycles in general, specifically big bikes, I found this article in the Pattaya News recently, and there's not much information there. But long story short, if you want to operate a big bike in Thailand, you're going to have a special license for that. And we don't even know what that means yet, how many cc's and up. We don't know how that's defined. But as this comes to fruition, apparently it will be something that's going to be rolled out. It will more than likely affect me, and I'll have to probably take a license test, a riding test, whatever it is. And I'll keep you guys up to date on that and take you along with me as that progresses. I'm thinking if you get the big bike license, that probably will be good for a scooter as well. But if you have the scooter license, it won't be good for a big bike. So we'll see how all that runs out. But back to our hotel here, the P Plus Hotel, right here. So I guess it's Soi Excite, right off Soi Chayapum in Central Pattaya. We'll get checked in here, and look at a big lobby. This is a big place. Looks like they got 2 buildings. Parking garage was nice. Hardly anybody in it. I took one of the car spaces. They've got a pool. The pool's a little odd because it's up front instead of being out back, but kind of nestled between the buildings. Nice pool. There was people out there, so I didn't go too far in there, but big lobby, all looks like marble floors, and it's all quite nice for kind of just a mid-range hotel. And it got an elevator, so we'll go up to the room. We were on the 7th floor. 7 would be that's the top floor, so a nice room. It looks like this was recently remodeled. Not a ding or scrape on any of the furniture. Nice brand new TV. A mid to high end bed. Not a real thick bed mattress, but nice. And just everything had a modern look to it. It all matched. And it was a decent size. You got a little fridge down there, but no mini bar. And coffee service. Now you got a tiny little balcony, the tiniest balcony, only big enough for that drying rack, really. But we had a view, and if we pan all the way over, you can barely see the water behind the Hilton there peeking out. So not exactly a sea view, but the bathroom was very nice too. Here again, and looks like it was just maybe refurbished. Everything you'd expect. I was actually impressed with this. I didn't think this hotel would be that nice. It had an older appearance from the front, and I guess I judged the book by its cover and thought, well, it's probably a little bit oldie-moldy inside, but not at all. And there's the safety box. I got to show the safety box. There you go. But after we were in the room for about an hour, the air condition seemed like it wasn't working. V went out in the hall, said, hey, our air conditioning's not blowing cold. Within 5 minutes, a couple guys show up. They tinkered with it. It needed a new sensor. And 15 minutes later, we had cold air blowing. Just fantastic. So if you saw yesterday's episode, you'll know I was in the dark side of Pattaya, riding around on a Forza 300. And while I was on that test ride, I stopped out here to Glob Sub. I think the Glob is global, and the sub is sublimation. So Global Sublimation, I think, is the real name. But they're a shirt place, and they make shirts, and they'll do an order with as little as 10 shirts. And I'm talking custom made with your own graphics and stuff. They do the sublimation printing, which it's not decals. They actually print directly on the material from the way I understand it. And then once they have the material all printed up, then they sew the shirt together. But, I mean, look at this. Almost the sky's the limit with the graphics you can put on these things. So I've been looking for some shirts, and the big orders of 25 and 30 shirts kind of scared me off. But 10 shirts, so yeah, I could do 10 shirts, maybe 3 or 4 for me and 3 or 4 for V, and I'll find something to do with the others. So 10 shirts, and t-shirts I think were 229 baht, and the polo shirts were 100 baht more, 329 baht. Now apparently the more quantity you order, the cheaper they get per piece. So I'm on the lowest quantity acceptable here. Now you have to get all 10 of the same type of shirt. You got to get 10 polo or 10 t-shirt. You can't do 5 polo and 5 t-shirt. It's got to be 10 of the same. But the sizes, you can get assorted sizes. And they even have a couple different materials you can choose from. Okay, we'll try to get 10 pieces. And on my birthday, August 30th, I'll give a couple of them away. Because I can't use 10. I'll give some to V, I'll have some, but I'll have maybe 2 that I'll give away. More about that later. But I'm gonna see if I can get them ordered up. So yeah, I'll be having a birthday party on August 30th at the Hacienda here in Central Pattaya. So what I thought I would do is I'll just give 2 of the shirts to the girls there. I'll just give them the shirts. And they can raffle them off or do something that they want, and they can keep any proceeds. So if you want a chance at a shirt, come on by the Hacienda 7 p.m. on August 30th, and I'll be there having a birthday party. And some way, shape, or form, I'll leave it up to the girls, but they will be able to assign a winner for the shirts. They're printing out face masks. Yeah, let's do make face masks. I guess that's becoming a popular thing. Like that guy. We'll go out and get a bite to eat. We'll come to the avenue. Go to Robin Hood's. We've been there before, but there's always a good meal. So yeah, on the way to the restaurant here, they had a little shooting gallery here. V wanted me to take a turn. I've done these before, and it's my opinion some of these are weighed down, or they're just too bottom heavy to move. So I had the same exact result as before. I had a couple shots and kind of get sighted in, but finally, you know, I hit one square in the nose, and it barely moved.
ไม่ตกอ่ะติดกาวไว้กาวมันแม่นนะดิบอกเขามันแม่นอ่ะ
Alright, you win. Alright, I hit one in the face. Nothing. That's why we're going up there. Robin Hood. So yeah, it's a lot of fun though anyway. It's only like 20 baht, so about 65 cents. I think you get like 6 shots, so. We'll go up here to the Robin Hood and get something to eat. I've showed this to you before, but we'll just take a look what I got. There's my couscous, and there is my savory lamb stew. It's actually Moroccan lamb stew, hence the couscous. And this sauce, just a wonderful, zesty, spicy sauce, and it's got to be fresh baked bread. It was lovely. So we went out at night in the evening, and kind of pardon the shaky footage. I tried something new. Usually put a camera on my helmet, but at nighttime, I've never been satisfied with the picture quality. It's hard to get good action, moving action at night in the dark. So I had V hold the iPhone up, and I think some of the footage isn't bad. It's not stabilized, but I don't know. In terms of the brightness of it, iPhone for the win. Not too bad, not too bad. She did a good job. She just held the iPhone on a selfie stick while we rode down Soy Bacau. So I don't know I'll be doing any more of that, but it was an experiment. So we took the bike back to the hotel, and then we went up here to the Hacienda, and I had a little talk with the fellas here, because 4 hours after this episode airs tonight, this episode was released at 6 p.m. At 10 p.m., there'll be a live show here on NDTVi Pattaya from the Hacienda, and I'll be a guest. So I just came up to kind of see what all that was going to entail. It seems easy. I just got to be there on time and show up and sit down. But there's a lot that goes into the planning of these, and next week I'll have a segment, show you kind of what it's like in the back scenes of one of these kind of live shows. So yeah, we covered a lot of ground. Live show tonight, 10 p.m. NDTVi Pattaya. I'll be a guest. The bike update. Block's going out to the machine shop. Hopefully, we'll know something new next week. Little license update for people that want to ride big bikes here in the kingdom. We'll see what that's going to be as information comes available, and I'll take you along for the ride on that as I maintain my compliance, which I'll have to do. And T-shirts. If you want a chance at one of the new T-shirts, come to the birthday party, and you might win one, or you might just be given one. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but either way, it's up to them. So the next episode will be on Tuesday. That's an interesting episode. There'll be actually a trailer tonight during the live show, so tune in to look and see what that looks like. But for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here, and as usual, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.